students, hope you are all fine, and I hope that you could understood all the videos of this unit. If you haven't watched the videos, please go through that video and come here. Okay. The next topic is friction. Okay, this is also another type of force which is prevalent in our day-to-day life. Okay, so this is one force that when two bodies are in contact with each other, and if the body, that is one body is moving with respect to the another body, or one having the intention to move with respect to the another body, this force comes into contact. Okay, let us consider these two as two bodies. Okay, these two as two bodies, and this body is suppose if this body is moving with respect to this body, in the body appadha irukku, this body is moving with respect to this body. Okay, it is moving. Okay, so when this body moves, okay, when this body moves, after some time it will comes to a rest. Okay, that is because when these two bodies in contact with each other, this surface in the renduku idaiyila irukra in the surface la enna agum appadina, it will produce the friction. Okay, the friction motion will always oppose this, the friction force will always opposes the motion or opposes the intention of motion. What is meant by this intention of motion? Okay, suppose if this body is moving, what happens? This surface will exert a force. That force is called as friction force, and this will stop it. Okay, suppose I am applying 1 Newton force on this object. Okay, this is not moving, but it has an intention to move. Adukku move aganum or intention irukku, but it is not moving because the force is not sufficient. Okay, so again if I am giving 2 Newton force, it is not moving. Again if I giving 3 Newton force, it is moving, and after some time it will comes to rest only because there is a friction developed between these two bodies. Okay, that force will opposes this force, and the friction force enna pannum appadina, இது வந்து இந்த that friction force நம்ம கொடுக்கிற இந்த force எப்பவுமே oppose பண்ணணும். எவ்வளவு oppose பண்ணணும்? Suppose if I am giving 1 Newton force, it is not moving. 2 Newton, it is not moving. If I give 3 Newton, it is moving. So in order to stop that object, the friction should develop how much of force? It should develop 3 Newton force. Only then the object can stop. Okay, so that force is called as friction force. Okay, I will explain you. Suppose this is one object. Okay, this is another object. Okay, so either if the object should move or the object should have an intention to move. Intention to move na theriyudhu illaya, force kudukren but adala move aga mudiyala. ஏன் move ஆக முடியல அப்படின்னா, the force, friction force, it is balancing the force I am giving. I am giving 1 Newton force, right? So I am giving 1 Newton force, it has an intention to move. What is having? The friction force is providing 1 Newton force and it is not moving. Again I am giving 2 Newton force, enna agudhu? Friction is also providing 2 Newton force. So adukapra move agite irukumbod sela vela adu and force nala move agum. Adukapra enna agum? That force is matching with the frictional force. After that it will stop. Purida? So the force at this point, the friction force is exerted at each and every point. Ella point leme the friction force is exerted between the point of contact. Okay, also if I am applying the force in this direction, always the friction force is in this direction. I told you that the motive of friction force is to oppose the motion. Motion thadukkiradhu da friction force oda vela. Okay, it is always parallel to the surface. In the friction force எப்பவுமே இப்படி இருக்காது, இல்ல இப்படி இருக்காது, கண்டிப்பா இப்படி இருக்காது. Okay, friction force is always, it will be parallel to the surface. Okay, these are the characteristics of friction force. Parallel to the surface, it will oppose the motion. Okay, oppose motion, or another point, intention of motion. Okay, opposes the motion or it will opposes the intention of motion. Okay, suppose if a car is moving without the action of the engine, engine act agama car move agudhu appdin vechukonga, we are giving some force and the car is moving. Okay, after some time the car comes to rest. Why? Because after some time what happens when the car is moving, the tire, okay, this is the tire and this is the road. Okay, the contact between the tire and the road, it provides the friction force. முதல்ல நீங்க இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இது மூவ் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும் இல்லையா? So அந்த டைம்ல என்னவா இருந்திருக்கும் ஆக்சுவலானா, இது வந்து இப்ப சப்போஸ் 5 நியூட்டன் ஃபோர்ஸ்ல வந்து மூவ் ஆகுது. suppose the friction force can't give such அந்த அளவுக்கு motion கொடுக்க முடியல, ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருந்திருக்கும் இல்லையா. suppose it provides 3 Newton force அப்படின்னா it cannot stop, it is moving. When it comes to this position, the friction force provides 5 Newton force. Okay, at that time this force is balanced by this force and this is stopping at that position. Okay, similarly when you are walking, okay, suppose if you are going and ஒரு இடத்துல போகும்போது your intention is to walk but you are not able to walk, சரியா. ஆர் சப்போஸ் ஒரு இடத்துல போகும்போது நீங்கள் ஸ்லைட் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா, ஸ்லைட் ஆகி விழுற மாதிரி இருக்கும், பட் யூ வில் பேலன்ஸ். இட் இஸ் நாட் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் அஸ், தட் இஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ். நம்ம ஸ்லைட் ஆகுறதுக்கு ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்துருப்போம், அந்த ஃபோர்ஸை அப்போஸ் பண்ணி ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ், இப்போ 5 நியூட்டன் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்து நான் ஸ்லைட் ஆகுற மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதே ஃபோர்ஸ் அந்த ஃப்ரிக்ஷன் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்துச்சுன்னா நம்ம ஸ்லைட் ஆக மாட்டோம், we will be stationary. Okay, so suppose if the friction is not providing that much of force, we will slide down. Okay, so this is all about the friction force. And also this friction force, I'll give the definition first. In your textbooks the definition is given as frictional force will always opposes the relative motion. Relative motion means motion of one object with respect to the other. one stationary இருக்கும்போது one move ஆகுறது தான் relative motion. Okay, frictional force always opposes the relative motion. அது எப்பவுமே என்ன பண்ணும், motion வந்து relative motion oppose பண்ணும் between the object and the surface where it is placed. Where will be the friction force? Between the object and the surface where it is placed, in the contact between the object and the surface. Okay, so that is frictional force. So this friction is divided into two types. Okay, this friction is divided into two types. One is static friction and the other one is kinetic friction. These are the two broad classification of frictions, static and kinetic friction. In kinetic friction again we are having sliding and rolling. Okay, sliding and rolling friction. So let us study one by one. Friction, there are two types. What is friction? It always opposes the relative motion between one object and the surface of contact. Okay, that is it is divided into static and kinetic. In kinetic also we are having sliding and rolling. Let us discuss one by one. So first let us discuss what is meant by the static friction. Okay, so two bodies are in contact with each other and they have the intention to move. Okay, they are not moving but they have the intention to move. They are supposed to move but they are not moving. As I told you already, I am applying 1 Newton force. They are supposed to move but they are not moving. Okay, so if there is an intention to move, okay, so at that time a force is developed, a force is exerted at the point of contact between the surface and the body. So that force will make the object to stop, that will not make it to move. Okay, அதாவது அது ரெஸ்ட்லயே வச்சிருக்கும், புரியுதா. It has the intention to move but it is not moving. Okay, such a type of friction is called as static friction. Okay, can you understand? I'll write it once. So I'll give you the definition. This is not in your textbook, you just note it down so that you can understand it easily. Okay, two bodies contact with each other, not moving with respect to other. ரெண்டு body இருக்கு. Okay, there are two bodies which are in contact with each other but not moving with respect to other. But there is a friction between the two. ஆனா இந்த ரெண்டு கடையில ஒரு friction இருக்குது. Because there is an intention of motion, because there is an intention of motion, because I am applying 1 Newton force, it is not moving but there is an intention to move which was opposed by the friction force. நான் ஒரு நியூட்டன் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது அதுக்கு மூவ் ஆகணும்னு ஒரு இன்டென்ஷன் கண்டிப்பாக இருக்குது பட் அது முடியல. என்னன்னா இட் இஸ் opposed by the force. Okay, that time the friction is called as, அந்த டைமில் அது மூவ் ஆகாமல் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, இன்டென்ஷன் இருக்குது மூவ் ஆகணும் பட் இட் இஸ் நாட் மூவிங். அந்த டைமில் ஒரு ஃப்ரிக்ஷன் கொடுத்து அது மூவ் ஆகாமல் பண்ணுச்சு இல்லையா, that friction is called as static friction because it is not making it to move. Okay, so such a friction is called as static friction. Please understand it. Again and again I am saying it is having an intention to move. Now ஒரு நியூட்டன் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது it is having an intention to move but it is not move because of the friction provided. That friction will opposes the motion so it is not moving. Okay, மூவ் ஆகாமல் தடுத்து வைக்குது. Okay, such a type of, அது மூவே ஆகலை, நான் கொடுக்குற ஃபோர்ஸ்னால மூவ் ஆகவே விடாமல் it is opposing. Such a force is called as static friction. Such a friction is called as static friction. Okay, for example, if I am walking in some slippery area, I am supposed to slip ஆகுற மாதிரி இருக்கு ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ்னால but I am not slipping. Okay, So is my body is moving? No. Whether it has an intention to move? Yes. But it is not moving. Why? Because the force is provided, frictional force. That frictional force we are calling it as static friction. Okay. Then how long this friction works? How long this static friction works? Suppose I am dropping this duster. Okay, this is 5 Newton. So when it can stop? If I apply the same 5 Newton in my hand, I can stop the motion. If this pen is, I am dropping this pen, it is 1 Newton. When it stops, I have to apply 1 Newton so that it can stop. Similarly, here also, the friction also, so adu enna pannum, how much I am applying the force, that much force should be provided by the friction. Only then it can stop the motion. Suppose if it suppose I am applying 5 Newton. Okay, here I am applying 5 Newton, but I cannot able to apply 5 Newton in my hand. What happens? It will not stop. It will move on. Okay, I cannot stop it, so it will it will move. Okay, so that will happen. The same thing that is happening in friction also. Friction also has certain limit that can auto adjust itself. That can an adjusting limit. After that limit, it cannot stop its motion. Friction cannot stop its motion after that limit. Okay, consider this as a graph. This is the applied force. Force applied. Okay, this is the frictional force. Okay, understand it and draw. As I increases the friction, enoda friction increase ஆகும்போது 0 ல இருக்கும்போது 0. As I increase the applied force, my friction is also increasing. இது increase பண்ணும்போது இதுவும் increase ஆகுது. As I increase here, it is increasing. So as I increase the applied force, நான் apply பண்ற force வந்து increase ஆக என்னோட friction force increase ஆகுது. But I told you that static friction has certain limit. ஒரு லிமிட் வரைக்கும் தான் அது ஸ்டாப் பண்ண முடியும். If it crosses that limit, இப்போ என்னோட static frictionக்கு 5 Newton force வரைக்கும் தான் அது கொடுத்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ண முடியும். If it exceeds 5 Newton, it cannot. So such a case, it will become start to move. Okay, so until this இது வரைக்கும் போகும்போது I can move. The friction force can provide force up to this limit. After a particular limit, okay, after it crosses a particular limit, in the limit வரைக்கும் it can move. இதுக்கு மேல போச்சுனா friction has sufficient, அதுக்கு sufficient force இல்ல கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு. So it will start to slide, that is it will start to slide or slip ஆகும். சரியா, ஏனா அதால friction கொடுக்க முடியாது. It will start to slip and the graph will go on like this. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்னா slip ஆயிட்டு அப்படியே போயிடும். That we will study in the next case. Hope you could understood. This friction has certain limit. அதோட limit எது வரைக்கும் இருக்கும் அப்படினா 0 ல இருந்து இருக்கும். Starting point 0 ல இருந்து இருக்கும். The friction, that is static friction, I am mentioning it as Fs. Okay, it has a limit from this to, it has a limit from this to maximum. It should have max, அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு maximum value இருக்கும். அது வரைக்கும் தான் அதால போகும். லிமிட் இருக்கு, கண்டிப்பா இதுக்கு ஒரு லிமிட் இருக்கு. 0 ல இருந்து அதுக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு maximum value இருக்கும். That based upon the surface and the object. ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டையும் சப்ஜெக்ட் சர்ஃபேஸையும் பேஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கும். அது எவ்வளோ நார்மல் ஃபோர்ஸ் அந்த சர்ஃபேஸால எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ண முடியும் அதெல்லாம் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் the static friction depends upon. So it has a limit. Okay, so this static friction again it depends upon, as I told, static friction depends upon the normal force. Okay, normal force depend பண்ணிருக்கு. So when I remove this, I can replace it by a constant that is called as coefficient of static friction. Okay, mu s, it is called as coefficient of static friction. So the limit, I can give the limit for static friction as, okay, frictional force க்கு limit என்னன்னா 0 ல இருந்து mu s n. Okay, mu s means coefficient of static friction. It depends upon the object and the surface. நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிற surfaceையும் objectையும் base பண்ணி it will change. Okay, for a particular object the coefficient it will be constant. Okay, then it also depends upon the normal force exerted by the surface. அதையும் இது வந்து depend பண்ணி இருக்கும். Okay, so this is about the static friction. Then if it exceeds this limit, it will become kinetic friction. That I will explain you in the next slide. Hope you could understood, and thank you for watching.